Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to the HSL Live Finals. This is Caster Seda here. I've got a new friend.
What's up, guys? My name is Kevin Sokorean, and I'm going to be guest casting for you guys today, mostly because I used to go to Mission San Jose High School, and I got to rep my school, so hopefully we have a lot of fun today, and yeah, we got another exciting match for you guys.
We are currently in the lobby, so with everything being set up, it's still going to take a few minutes for us to get in the game, but Kevin, tell me your thoughts on the first game. Cerritos taking a 21.5 minute victory over Mission Valley.
Well, Cerritos obviously a powerhouse, but you know how it is. Everyone has their first LAN jitters, and I think MSJ can totally bring it back. These guys are talented kids. They made it all the way to the top 4, and you know what? I think they have what it takes, so I wouldn't put it past them quite yet. There's still another set, and now these guys are raring to go. So, yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, these guys have got to be rearing to be getting into the next match now. Cerritos, they got some pretty convincing picks in the first game. How to play, getting Yasuo in the top lane. Yahoo.com getting one of his mains, that Orianna, and LeBlanc was left open. There were so many picks to try to shut down Cerritos' champion pool, but it's so large. What could they possibly do to try to deny them in game 2?
I mean, when you're playing against players with a huge champion pool, there's no way you can ban out everything. But you got to make sure you get yourself safe picks as well. It doesn't matter if they have safe picks, but you got to secure your own safe picks. So I think usually what teams do when they're down a game early on in the set is they'll default back to the champions that they practice the hardest on and the ones that they know they can perform well on, because, you know, it kind of takes the edge off the tilt. So I'm looking for MSJ or MHS, whatever you want to call them, to pick on champions that they know they'll do good on and just play like they always do, because obviously if they're good enough to make it here, they're good enough to put on a good set. So yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they are 4 out of 600 schools. I can't stress that enough, because that is an enormous number of schools, and they're here at the Grand Del Mar. They don't want to walk away empty-handed. They want to be taking the gold.
I mean, they're not going to be walking away empty-handed, but, you know, the prize pool gets exponentially larger the better you do. So these guys definitely don't want to get knocked out too early. But, yeah, definitely these guys are going to be doing their best to bring it back. We're going to get into the game soon. Who would you say the MVP of the last game was?
The MVP, that's a really tough say. How to play on Yasuo. So mobile. He won in his top lane, and he just went all over the place. Roam. Decrypt with the consistent invades, just keeping complete and total control over the enemy's jungle. And we are now entering the picks and bans for game number 2 between MJS and Cerritos High School. And once again, the instant Jax ban out.
Wow, I mean, Jax is arguably one of the most popular bans right now, so it's good getting that out of the way early. You definitely do not want a Fed Jax anywhere at any point in the game. Lulu ban coming out for Cerritos High School, and the Respect Yasuo ban coming out. They do not want another teleporting, sword-wielding Ronin running around the map and setting up combos for his team. So good ban by them. Kale ban coming out for CHS as well.
Fob Kid taking TF in that mid lane. Now, ManCloud mentioned that Twisted Fate has a lot of trouble in the early game. Do you think there's a chance that we could say Fob Kid take Twisted Fate once again?
Actually, you know, I haven't seen too much Twisted Fate lately. I'm wondering whether that was maybe just a very unique pick coming out from Cerritos. Twisted Fate is a a Ziggs pick coming out. Now, Ziggs, that's a champion you can rely on. Ziggs consistently does a ton of damage at any point in the game, and especially a Ziggs that knows how to land his skill shots. Very, very scary. Probably one of the highest damage output mid lanes in the game right now.
We do have Decrypt looking at Mordekaiser. Now Teemo. I think he's just playing with the crowd right now.
Crowd's getting a little crazy about that Teemo and
Jungle
Draven
Teemo.
duo combo. Jungle
It would certainly be very entertaining to watch, to say the very least, but I see no reason why he should deviate from something that worked so successfully. That Lee Sin was so mobile, and being able to burn that super quick flash from Hero Spiel and being able to just continue putting pressure on lanes afterwards is huge. And again, Cerritos going for the tried and true.
I mean, these are two very skill-based picks, Thresh and Lee Sin. champions with a very high skill cap, but very, very high rewards if they know how to play them. CHS is just demonstrating that they have a mastery of the basic game mechanics, and these guys want to play some flashy champions, do some cool plays, and win the game while they're at it. I feel like there's a little bit of a diva status coming out of the CHS team. These guys, they've won before. They want to win again in style.
They're 14-0 right now. So if anyone would do it, it would be Cerritos. They have got the skills to pay the bills. Decrupt, we saw him go for the Flash Dragon Rage to get the kill on Fobkid in the mid lane. That was a very impressive play. Pretty much the definition of flashy by flashing in.
You never cease to amaze me, Dom. All right. Anyways, on the other side, all puns aside, we have Caitlyn coming out for a move all day and a Morgana pick. Morgana Caitlyn, very, very nice bot lane combo. If you land the binding, you're going to land the trap as well. And Caitlyn, of course, her Q does a butt ton of damage if you land it correctly. And of course, going for kind of a safe pick this time. You know, Caitlyn, always a really, really good pick just because she can kind of land out the laning phase nice and easy while last hitting well. She did play Caitlyn last game, I believe, and they got destroyed early on. I think she's going to be wary of those hooks this time.
Yeah, I believe that's why Fobkid is taking that Morgana. He wants to be able to land the Black Shield to deny any CC that Mufasa's going to throw down. Mufasa loves playing aggressive style supports. Thresh, Braum, Leona, diving in on the enemy opponent and catching them off guard. So seeing that is no surprise. But the thing that really has got my blood a-boiling, Yahoo.com on LeBlanc in the mid lane.
Now that's scary.
That is a very terrifying champion pick. And he's going to be up against a Ziggs, very immobile area control. I think Yahoo.com is going to have a field day.
Well, you know, it always depends. Ziggs knows how to keep his distance. He knows what to look out for, and he kind of CSs from a distance. He is going to be better in late game team fights than LeBlanc, just because of the AoE damage. But, you know, if you're dead, because LeBlanc just popped you, you're not going to be doing much damage. But, you know, both these players are really good. I wouldn't count them out too fast. LeBlanc, of course, very, very scary, especially on Yahoo.com.
Mm-hmm. And outside of that, it looks like we are going to see our last pick being hovered over. How to play. Again, Yasuo and Jax banned away. That's two champions specifically for him, just because he did such an incredible job in game number one. Looking at Renekton right now to go into the top lane, looks like he's going to be going up against a Shyvana. Now, that's a matchup that we have seen time and time again in Season 4. Renekton is so popular because of the mastery changes. Shyvana recently growing in popularity. Tell me a little bit about how that matchup's going to go.
Well, Renekton Shyvana is always going to be a very volatile matchup because Shyvana is a super late game scaling champion. She gets one or two items and becomes unstoppable. And Renekton is a super early game bully. So it's going to be Renekton's job to shut down Shyvana. It's going to be Shyvana's job to avoid that early game aggression and translate into the late game where she will be able to single-handedly carry her team if she can make it out of laning phase without too much damage. So always a fun matchup. It's going to be a skill-based set, definitely, for top lane.
Yeah, How to Play went very aggressive in game number one at that level 1 and tried to bully Kamikaze out of lane. And he was rather effective. Keeping Kamikaze locked down under the turret allowed him to get some crazy CS advantages. And the moment he had his static shiv completed, he went for some teleport roams, went to the mid, went to the bottom, just tried to take control of the map with Cerritos. And it happened to coincide with the dragon, with a gank onto a move all day. And it really worked out rather well for Cerritos High School. Now, Mission Valley, they've got 10 seconds to get back into game number 2. What are they thinking?
Well, I mean, this is their last limb, literally. If they lose this set, they are going to be out, and they do not want that to happen early on. So these guys are putting on their game faces. They are ready to go. They are going to play this game to their utmost ability, and I hope they put on a good show for us. I know they will. These guys are both, once again, very, very good teams. They made it out of over 400 teams, and now they're going to prove it by battling against Cerritos High School. I mean, these guys are the raid boss of High School Star League. So if you can take one game off them, maybe even two, you got something to take home.
Absolutely, and it would be a complete and total upset to see Cerritos booted out of the grand finals, which are going to be taking place tomorrow. I mean, at the very least, they come down to San Diego, get a good tan.
I mean, these guys don't live too far from San Diego. Mission San Jose is up from NorCal. So we got a little bit of a NorCal-SoCal rivalry going on here. I personally am kind of rooting for MSJ. First off, they're the underdog, and who doesn't love a good underdog story? And, of course, these guys are my high school Dom, so I'm going to be keeping an eye out for some good plays for these guys to take back home and show the school what's up.
Yeah, and we have now loaded into the Rift. We're seeing Mission San Jose spawning on the blue side of the Rift, and on the red side, we're going to see Cerritos High School already heading out across the map. And no surprise, we're seeing Yahoo.com open up with the early Crystalline Flask. Means he doesn't have a lot of ability power, but he has sustain. He can keep Ziggs occupied for a very, very long amount of time.
Definitely. And against the Ziggs, that is super important. Ziggs is going to try and bully LeBlanc out to lower than half HP as soon as... Whoa, what is going on here?
United gets caught out. Resonating Strike catches him. Dark Binding goes down, but United looking like he's going to walk away for now, burning only his flash to escape. But already we can see Cerritos mimicking the early aggression from Game 1.
I mean, that just goes to show how important it is to get out of that fountain as soon as you can. Morgana got to put a ward in that bush right as the entire red team was over. It just goes to show they're a little bit on their tiptoes. And a move all day walking right past how to play right here. Yeah, and that could be bad.
This invade is actually spotted out by Mission Valley, and now we do have a bit of a duel going on, how to play. Getting a little bit of AoE, and I don't know why Cerritos are going for this invade. They saw the ward get placed by that Morgana, but continuing to maintain that super aggressive position, already looking to shut down Mission San Jose. And the minions have only just spawned.
Yeah, I mean, Vi, generally not too strong level 1. Lee Sin, on the other hand, one of the strongest level 1 junglers. They know they can throw their weight around in the jungle early on, and why not take the red buff and force Vi into an unsafe position by leaving their own red buff open? I mean, when you're playing aggressively, this is the way to go. You got to play mind games, and they are playing some mind games right now. Lee Sin definitely going to be able to take this red buff. Vi going to go for the blue buff and going to have to make some difficult choices afterwards.
Yeah, it's entirely possible to see her go for a counter invade, but that would just be some sixth sense intuition from beyond to be able to understand that that's the place where he needs to go. And I realize now that we're at a live event, my voice is being projected over a speaker, and he's sitting at this live event listening to my voice. But here's Decrypt looking for a little bit of a gank. Dark Binding is going to catch Thresh, and the flash goes down. United taking a lot. He doesn't have his flash, remember. Death with the pull. Nuera, first blood.
This guy, Mufasa, is crazy. He knows how to land those hooks, and that was a maximum rage and then some hook right there. That was pretty crazy. Both flashes burned too on the side of MSJ, so that's going to be a rough bot lane once again for these guys, but it's just one kill. Nothing too serious quite yet.
Yeah, well, Cerritos, remember that one kill was what helped them snowball the first game. They had complete and total control of the bottom half of the map, which meant Decrypt, he was just invading the entire time, keeping control over the mid lane, preventing a move all day from going for ganks and helping out Yahoo.com whenever the opportunity arose. But this time, Yahoo.com is on that very mobile LeBlanc. He's not going to need that much help, so Decrypt, he could pretty much go anywhere he pleases.
Yeah, definitely looking at this game, MS, whoa.
Okay, taking a lot of damage. Looks like he's going to be bursted down. Ethereal Chains locks him down. He takes a satchel charge, but a sigil is going to deny that. Meanwhile, we do have a pop coming out from a move all day. He's going to find the clone and is not falling for that trick as he runs away from Decrypt.
I have to commend Decrypt's map awareness. It seems like no matter where the action is, his Lee Sin is not too far behind. That is a sign of a good jungler right there. One thing I will have to say for MSJ, they have a very nice late game composition. All of their champions scale quite well. If they want to last out this early game against an incredibly early game oriented team like Cerritos is, they're going to need to play a lot more safely and kind of slow down the game. I feel like they're a little bit ruffled, their jimmies from last game right now.
Their jimmies certainly are rustled. It's now 4 minutes and they're already down 1,000 gold. Look at this Mufasa zoning out both Shviel and United just by his presence alone. And while a move all day is in a position to go for the counter gank, he doesn't have his flash because of Decrypt's rotation in the mid lane. Without that flash, that means he can't get into the flash range for the flash ball breaker. And here's Kamikaze trying to bully how to play away, and that's the Shyvana trading with Renekton. The early cloth armor means he can sustain against Renekton.
Shyvana trading that equally with Renekton is actually pretty impressive. I have to say, good job the Kamikaze. Not getting bullied too much early on. Heroes feel right here. Whoa.
Yeah, Mufasa is going to have to be careful. Dark Passage goes down, but he's taking away.
Whoa!
Binding, despite the attempted save, is going to pick up the kill onto Mufasa. And Mission San Jose, they're not out of this just yet.
Definitely. V United saying, no, you're not the only one that can land skill shots. This is my jungle too, Mufasa. And definitely bringing it back right here. Caitlyn picking up that kill too, so that's going to be really good for the bot lane.
And now we do have Kamikaze trading with How to Play in the top lane. There's about a 9 CS difference as How to Play is just more effective at using that AoE, the big enraged Cull of the Meek, to control the lane. And already we can see a bit more of an advantage in overall CS for Cerritos High School.
Yeah, that is definitely in part due to Decrupt's map pressure. He's been all over the place, and even if he's not making kills, he's scaring them off a little bit, putting some pressure here, scaring off some CS there, and allowing his lane partners to really continue the early game bullying that they're going for right here. Their entire team comp is just a bunch of schoolyard bullies, I have to say.
Schoolyard bully Renekton confirmed.
That should be a skin, definitely. I mean, everyone knows Renekton is such a bully in lane.
And we do have a bit of a gank being prepared in the mid lane. Yahoo.com is just going to distort his way out of that, using that mobility. And that's what I was talking about. Picking that incredibly mobile LeBlanc means that he's going to be completely safe from any ganks from Vi, at least until level 6 or so, when that Assault and Battery can lock him down. And until that point, that means Fobkid is just going to have to rely on sustain and AoE to keep himself in lane.
Yeah, it definitely does not help that Ziggs doesn't really have any form of strong, hard CC to kind of lock down LeBlanc. Looking like
it's about 6 minutes, 45 seconds in. Very early in the game still. The laning phase continuing strongly. We just have level 6 being reached in the solo lanes. And so far, Cerritos High School have a minimal lead. It's about 800 gold, which isn't too much, but a lot of that gold is on the people who count. Yahoo.com getting the solo kill on Fobkid, and Nuera getting the assisted kill onto V United.
Definitely a lot better than last game, though. It's 1-2. The gold difference is only about 1K at 7 minutes, and most of all, they've kind of stopped the bleeding, you know what I mean? The longer this game goes on, the better of a chance MHS has to kind of equalize the game. And, you know, it's a good plan. These guys really need to slow down their game, think about what they're doing, and you know how it is whenever you're playing a game. If you're pressured, you know, you don't make the right decisions, but if you give someone a little bit of breathing space, they can bring it back. They will fall back into those old habits that took them to the grand finals. And that's what they need right here. Caitlyn picking up a BF sword, that's a big confidence boost. Being able to do that on your first buy. And she's going to be doing a lot better this game, I'm sure.
Mufasa going to be looking for the death sentence, but just going to end up catching V United, but they've got to be careful as they do have a counter gank coming in. Culling is going to be dropped. It goes wide, but here comes Vi. Teleport being dropped as well. Nuera goes low. Heal keeps him alive, and now Mufasa on his own. The Mega Inferno Snipe is going to allow him to get that kill. Now How to Play is being knocked back in. The CC is continuing to lock him down. United caught in the death sentence. Mufasa with the save, keeping his top laner alive. And MJS are still playing confidently.
Yahoo.com walking down the river, though. This could be dangerous, but that is all 4 members, and she does not want
the Assault and Battery gets dropped as well. He's taking a lot of CC. Dark Binding is dropped, but he insta-flashes to dodge it. And this is Yahoo.com's forte. He loves to make plays like these. While the enemy team is at low health and distracted by the dragon, he can use that distortion and Mimic's incredibly short cooldown to jump in and snipe someone like the Fobkid, like Hero Shield, the two very squishy carries for MSJ.
And he just single-handedly scared a 4-man team off of Dragon. That is no small feat, and just goes to show how scary a LeBlanc with blue buff and a little bit of panache can be. Whoa, nice binding on Lucian right there. Heroes feel and V United keeping up the bot lane pressure. They're doing a lot better than last game.
Yeah, and Hero Shield, he's taken a few hits here, but this is something that he can afford to take right now. Yes, he doesn't have any sort of lifesteal because of the 4.10 changes, but he's able to keep up with Nuera's damage, as Nuera is going for that super fast Blade of the Ruined King for % health damage against the enemy team. In 4.10, it's still a strong item.
Yeah, with the recent AD carry changes, especially the Dorn's Blade change, sustain in lane's a little bit easier to come by. just because of the Doran's Blade Life
Oh,
Steal.
but
Whoa,
the
that
Bob
could
Kid
be
caught the
bad.
changes. He immediately satchels to escape. A good reaction.
Nice job. Two Bilgewater Cutlasses out on the side of Cerritos High School. These guys love their aggressive, active items. Kamikaze getting away from an angry Renekton there and just going to farm away nicely. I will say, Shyvana with 62 to 67 CS against Renekton. That is an impressive feat once again. And I think Kamikaze is going to be doing really well late game if he can keep this up.
Kamikaze is definitely playing a decent job, doing an excellent job. 63 to 70 CS. He's allowing Renekton to shove up in that top lane, but that does mean that he's able to get CS. Mega Inferno being dropped as CHS are looking for the Dragon. Now A Move All Day is going to walk into contest this. Decrypt caught in the Soul Shackles. There's no way he can contest it now. He goes in on V United with the quick slow. He's taking a lot of damage. He's going to flash to be able to get the kill. Jumps over the wall. He's in the bush with the kick, but is finally going to go down to A Move All Day. But he dissuaded that Dragon and was able to pick up a kill off of it.
That was a crazy play by Lee Sin, almost getting away from a 3-man ultimate. But luckily, A Move All Day knows how to land that Vault Breaker. She definitely broke into Lee Sin's vault right there, stealing the Dragon away as a consolation prize. And here comes LeBlanc. What is she going to do? It's going to hurt for sure.
I think she's looking for a kill. Assault and Battery is dropped, but with the Ignite ticking down and now double buff, he is going to be picking up that kill. No problem. Overall, though, MSJ, they're ahead. 100 gold, now 200
they're
gold.
Ahead? That is
Cerritos
crazy.
High School, they're actually finding themselves behind for the first time since the quarterfinals. They're behind.
Not too far behind there. Once again, even back up with a little bit of CS on either side. But definitely a big change from last game. Just the fact that they were ahead for even a couple seconds. They're doing pretty good. Oh no, the Fob Kid getting absolutely pummeled by LeBlanc's spell combo right there. Double blue buff. I mean, sorry, not double blue buff. Double buff LeBlanc with a needlessly large rod is not something you want to mess with as a Ziggs.
Now, MSJ, they aren't that far behind. They're only down a single kill. Turrets are even. They were able to get that Dragon, which evened up the CS difference between the two teams. What can they do to continue trying to keep up with Cerritos High School? And obviously, Cerritos want to be looking for objectives. What can Mission do to try to stop it?
I mean, they have a good wave clear comp. That's one thing I will say. Caitlyn and Morgana, they can keep people away from their turret and even push up to their turret for a very long time. Ziggs is without a doubt, ouch, dead. He's without a doubt dead as well. But he is one of the best wave clearers in the game, if not the best. So if he can stay alive and away from LeBlanc, then he'll be able to keep his mid lane turned up for quite a while. Dragon fights are going to be where it gets really scary. If a full-on engage happens, 5v5 in the Dragon Pit this early, I have no doubt that Cerritos is going to come out ahead. So MHS has to keep the aggression on. Whoa! Ouch, that's going to hurt.
Yeah, Hero Shield taking a few hits here. He's got Flash, but just uses the 90 caliber net to escape with his life. The thing they've got to watch out, though, Yahoo.com looking for the deep roam.
Even has the sweeper to make sure nothing is warning of her approach, and this is going to be a terrifying gank. 4 people down at bottom. The crowd knows that something is going to happen right here. Lucian pushing up ahead with that wave, and are they going to stay at their turret? They are. This is going to be really bad.
Bob Kid finds himself caught out. He uses his satchel charge to escape, insta charge while Morgana goes in. Hero Shield taking a lot of damage. He's going to be taking a few hits from the calling teleport from Kamikaze. Puts him in. Negative Pro goes down. Nuera gets low. Heal keeps him alive. And Mission turn it around. Now how to play. Locked under the turret by the Dark Binding. He's going to drop as well. Picks up a kill with Hero Shield, but Yahoo.com is still alive. Gets an Ethereal Chains. And Decrypt with a huge kick dissuades it. And it's a 2-for-2 trade. Wow, how did Mission turn that around?
Well, first off, LeBlanc did blow her entire combo on Ziggs and didn't quite land the chain because of a very fast reflex jump away by Ziggs. And then the instant teleport from Shyvana. She beat Renekton to the chase on that one and was able to get a kill early on just because of that. Lucian had to duck out of that fight early as well. Good job to MSJ. They're doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, they are really giving Cerritos a run for their money. They say undefeated. We'll see about that.
Is this going to be MSJ's first turning point and Cerritos' first loss? Maybe. It's too early to tell quite yet, but it is now 14 minutes into the game, and the gold is dead even. Only a slight 900 now 800 gold lead in favor of Cerritos. And in the mid game, that's not much.
Yeah, it's some really powerful stuff.
Whoa!
Move All Day is going to find Yahoo.com, but this isn't a fight he wants with Ignite ticking down and the needlessly large rod. He's going low. He is going to drop to Nuera, who is able to pick that up with Mufasa, providing just a bit of movement speed.
Little bit of an aggressive play there. And Thresh just happened to be in the right place at the right time, so that wasn't too good. Wow, that's a lot of damage on Caitlyn. Caitlyn got some good kills early on. She's going to have to use her mid-game power to kind of keep her team afloat and use that power to kind of push some turrets as they're doing right here. The culling getting blown to take out those minions, but I guess it's not a waste if you save your turret.
Yeah, that was a smart play from Nuera. He saw that there was a 4-man push, and despite the fact that Vi wasn't there, it's still something that he has to worry about. Again, they're not in that much of a lead. Cerritos are slipping their advantage just a bit. It seems as though every time they take something, a turret, maybe snipe a kill, Mission San Jose answer with a kill or turret of their own. Again, it's 15.5 minutes in, 3 kills in favor of Cerritos, but Mission are hot on their tail. Yeah,
the only real power on Cerritos right now is definitely Yahoo.com on a 4-0-2. LeBlanc, Deathfire Grass coming out. She is going to be able to pop anybody, even Shyvana, if they get hit by her full combo. So that's going to be a target of contention for MSJ. If Morgana can land a good binding on LeBlanc, though, this could be good for them. It's going to be, once again, a very, very, very tough fight for either team.
There's a really big power spike window for Cerritos at the moment. Deathfire Grasp completed. Double Blade of the Ruined King completed. Even the Spirit of the Elder Lizard on Decrupt is also done. They have got their first core items, and if they decide to start trying to shove some objectives, they've got the control to do it. And with Dragon spawning in 20 seconds,
oh yeah,
I think that's what's going to be their main focus.
I don't know if MSJ should contest this one. Definitely not if Ziggs is about to die. That was a good escape, though. Ziggs doing a pretty good job. I would imagine a Ziggs 1-3-3 against a 4-0-2 LeBlanc would be dying much more, but definitely the Fob Kid doing a pretty good job of staying alive. And actually, when you're against someone like LeBlanc, just staying alive is an accomplishment. Kind of like this Shyvana Renekton top lane right here.
How to play is bullying Kamikaze away. He knows his team is moving on to the Dragon. A quick trade goes out. Dragon's Descent is used for escape, but meanwhile, the rest of Cerritos are in the Dragon Pit trying to burn it down. Mega Inferno Bomb is going to be tough. Let's see if Vi can get it. No. She's got the Vault Breaker charge, but it's just going to be used for positioning instead. As Cerritos secured the flash, pulls in. A lot of damage going down. And Move All Day manages to lock Nuera down, but Yahoo.com and Nuera have got the damage. Mufasa continuing to chase forward. Dark Binding with the deny. United gets caught. He's going to go in, but dies before he can get the Dragon Rage. While the culling is dropped as well, looks like Fobkid is going to escape with his life.
T-Crub wanted to do it, and his body was telling him no, but he still went for it. That was pretty crazy. Whoa!
He managed to survive. The heal narrowly keeping Fobkid alive. Instant reflexes from Hero Shield keep him up, but a turret goes down. Yahoo.com, he's not done. Not only does he want a turret, he wants kills.
I mean, everybody is low HP, low mana right now. One small misstep, and that is it right there. Is Yahoo.com dead? No, Caitlyn is totally out of mana. That was pretty close. Good binding so far by V United, although I do think this turret is going to fall. Nothing they can do about that one. Blue buff just too strong on LeBlanc.
Yeah, and Cerritos, after a very protracted siege, managed to take the Dragon, pick up a few kills of their own, and take him. Yahoo.com over the wall.
Yahoo.com is crazy. This guy just jumped out of nowhere. Double distortion all the way. She is all up in Caitlyn's business right now.
And Yahoo.com 5-0-3 on LeBlanc. He is putting up some really impressive numbers on the board. He's not number one in CS, but he certainly is close at 141, 19 minutes in, and an 8 KDA. He definitely is helping carry his team to victory.
Yeah, somebody give this guy a raise because he is putting in hours right now. This guy is a magician. No pun intended. Get it? LeBlanc's a magician.
No, we get it. We do. And Decrupt looking for
oh, that binding miss. That's not good. With the roundhouse kick to finish him off. And Shyvana is going crazy on Renekton right now.
Yeah, how to play. He jukes the damage. He's going to flash the wall. And with Vault Breaker on cooldown, this means he just might be able to go right. That slow lasts forever,
Thresh
though.
Going for the lantern.
Let's see if they are going to find it. And he escapes with his life. How to play. He's not even going to give them a single kill. Again, it's 19 minutes in, a 5 1,000 gold lead in favor of Cerritos High School.
What happened just a second ago? We were talking about how even this game was, and just like that, Yahoo.com just snowballing his team into a crazy mid-game. Like you said, all those core items completed. Definitely a power spike, but MSJ just really has to get into the late game. They have such a strong scaling team. They just got to make it through this rough patch right here.
And it's certainly going to help that they did finish some major core items. Blade of the Ruined King on Shyvana, the Athene's Unholy Grail on that Ziggs, and of course Herospiel finally getting his Infinity Edge. This means he can finally just sit in the back and dish out enormous damage. Now, he's got to be careful. Anytime I see an isolated carry in LeBlanc in the area, my hackles, they are arising.
Here we go, going up against this mid turret. They want some objectives. And Shyvana once again brawling in the mid lane, or in the top lane. Wow, move all day, getting
move all
hooked
day.
in.
He gets a lot of damage. The turret is traded, but Yahoo.com is going to pick up a kill because of it. I don't know if that is hashtag worth. Now here's Nuera coming in from the side with a good culling. Heal is dropped as well. He's going deep, looking for blood. Herospiel is dropping low, but it looks like he's going to survive for now.
The Flop Kid getting caught out.
Satchel charge is tossed out.
Nice
Dark Binding gets
here
dropped.
it goes.
And look at the damage from the Mega Inferno Bomb. Yahoo.com is actually going to have to walk away from this. He didn't have a thing to worry about. 3 teammates and a clone. That ace in the hole is not going to hit him.
Wow, I have to say, Yahoo.com not trusting in Mufasa. He totally healed there. Come on, you got to trust your support, man. Oh, whoa, Yahoo.com going crazy.
Look at the damage. Nuera with the follow-up is going to get 1. He's looking for 2. Soul Shackles goes down. They trade. And he is not going to get the kill, but Decrupt is continuing to go for yet another assault and battery is dropped
right
as well. A move all day is finally going to get revenge, and Cerritos go deep. They're able to pick up 2 kills, but they trade 2 as well.
When you're behind 5k gold, trading 2 for 2 is not too bad. And Shyvana, once again, evading that Renekton in the top lane. Herospiel, I'm not sure you should be ganking a Renekton, but...
Yeah, how to play. He's taking a lot of damage here. Blade of the Ruined King is top, but Thresh Chain allows him to escape.
Whoa, a move all day out of nowhere.
There's a buy right behind him. Chris Mufasa looking to try to go escape. He drops the box, gets 99% slow on a move all day, and Mufasa, good guy support, trades his life for his top laner.
A move all day, doing a really good job bringing it back. She feels bad about getting hit by those hooks, and she wants to show her team that she is still worth a lot of damage, and that is a really good comeback for Team MSJ. Now narrowing that gap. It was 7k gold for a little bit, but now back to 5k gold and a little bit of momentum on the side of MSJ, which is very important. But Yahoo.com right here going crazy.
Getting way caught out. Yahoo.com is going to miss the chains, and Culling is actually going to burn the flash for Herospiel. And while he escapes with his life, he no longer has an escape. That flash being burned means he's not going to be able to contest the dragon that's going to spawn in about 50 seconds.
It seems like every time dragon is about to come up, CHS just is in lead, or at least has some map presence, and just goes to show they know. They've got those timers up. They're like, all right, let's burn Caitlyn's flash right before dragon and see if she has the bravery to go back and fight again with a Fed LeBlanc. But good job. Caitlyn actually getting out of that LeBlanc gank was pretty hard.
And Decrupt is in position on the bottom of the map. Teleport is available on how to play. The only person who's not in position is going to be Mufasa, probably throwing down a safety ward onto the dragon, but let's watch for Cerritos to be taking another major objective. It's 23 minutes in. They lead by about 5,300 gold, and they're looking to continue snowballing it. Teleport is available on both of the split top laners in that lane, so keep an eye on what is going to happen.
All right, Dragon is live. Shyvana and Renekton duking it out in the top lane, but as you said, Teleport is up, and it's going to be rough for either of them to make it over to Dragon. They can both cancel each other's teleports, but Cerritos High School starting the Dragon, and wow, that is so much damage right off the bat. That's going to be a free Dragon.
And the death sentence deny means that a move
all
day. He
goes on Yahoo.com
with Assault and Battery available. He could try to go in, but the rest of Cerritos are in position to follow up, and it looks like MSJ, we're just going to back away for the time being. This isn't a fight that they want.
Yeah, Mufasa with that Thresh. They do not want to get caught again. And whoa, this could be a good place to fight. Morgana off to the side. A good binding could decide everything, but the binding misses, and Cerritos High School advances down on mid lane and maybe is rotating to top lane. They see that low HP turret, Kamikaze, in a bad position.
Takes a lot of damage and
What
goes
the
down
heck?
to Yahoo.com. Deathfire Grasp with the slowest projectile in the world is going to pick that up and move all day, trying to get revenge. He's able to get one, flashes the wall, but a double kill on Yahoo.com off of the Ignite means that this turret is not going to stand a chance.
Fantastic Dragon's Rage roundhouse kick coming out from Decrypt, isolating Vi from her team, and that's going to be a really good team fight for them. And luckily, their turret is not going to go down, but this blue buff for sure is going to LeBlanc. And, you know, when you're 6, you really do want that blue buff. That's going to be rough. Going back towards mid lane, are they going to rotate? And do they have the anti-pushing power to stop this one? They do have Ziggs, and Morgana is okay at... Actually, she's not that good.
And look at the damage from Yahoo.com. Just the control to dive a turret and a Ziggs and Morgana, do damage, and walk away. That's how confident Cerritos is right now, while his team is sieging a turret.
I mean... part of that was Ziggs totally bombing himself the wrong way and then flashing out. But nonetheless, that was a good play by LeBlanc, scaring the team off. I mean, when you're a Fed LeBlanc, just distorting towards the enemy team is in itself a death threat. And she knows that and knows how to throw her weight around.
You might even say it's a death sentence.
Dominic, please.
Okay, that was too easy. But 17 to 10. 25 and a half minutes in, a 9,000 gold lead in favor of Cerritos. How to play has split pushed the entire game. He is not removing that from his repertoire.
Here comes the Blood of Ruin King too. Whoa!
A lot of damage going down. He's got the dominance. Let's see if he's going to be able to go on to Hero Shield, but he's going to be forced to back away from a move all day who just uses the Elder Lizard to out-damage that very powerful Renekton.
I would like to point out that Renekton has an astounding 233 CS at 25 minutes. That is almost perfect. Renekton, I thought they were close in CS, but Shyvana is now 60 CS down, and the Bob Kid is totally dead. Just kidding, he's fine. Never mind, he's dead.
He's going to go down to the culling from the side. Nuera dropping in with a lot of damage. Dragon's Rage, kicking Vi back into the team. Now Kamikaze exhaust. The box is dropped just for style points. Decrypt with the homing Sonic Wave is going to find it. Looks like this is Hero Shield running for his life. He's a sole survivor, and he's going to make it out alive, but at what cost? The inhibitor turret is about to go down as the 4-man push continues sieging forward, and Renekton is in the bottom lane looking for a tier 2 turret of his own. Mission are just trying to keep up, but they are just drowning under the pressure from Cerritos. And look at this.
Whoa, look at that pop damage. Whoa, Lucian, ow, that is going to hurt. That Ardent Blaze. Wow, that was crazy. I have no idea what just happened.
The red buff from Nuera ticking around. He was able to get that final kill. And off of this, we are seeing some very, very vital backing, as right now Cerritos, they've got a lot of gold in their coffers.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Man, that Nuera with the red buff kill, all calculated. Lucian knows what's up. That's going to be an inhib down, and now a 13K gold lead. Where did that come from? 1 second 5K, next second 7K, then 5K again, now 13K. This game is just an up and down journey for MSJ, and now they are struggling to stay afloat as they go into the late game. Like I said before, they scale well, but it doesn't matter if you are 13K gold down.
And now 27 and a half minutes in, the push is about to continue. Cerritos picking up some very scary items. We do have the Infinity Edge finished on Nuera to allow him to do more damage on top of his Youmu's and Blade of the Ruined King.
That's so much burst right there. Plus his ultimate probably does about 3,000 damage when you turn Youmu's on. That is really scary. And of course, Lee Sin, as a jungler, able to pick up more defensive items than the top lane on the other team. That is nothing to scoff at either. Wow, they are two-manning Baron right now. That is freaking crazy.
They're looking to sneak it out, but there is a ward that's spotting them. A move all day is going to find Nuera and Decrypt and dissuade them from continuing to try to siege that Baron. But in the meanwhile, the rest of Cerritos are
Yahoo.com hopping the wall and just jumping back out.
Yeah.
That is so scary.
I think that was just for a distraction. If they could get it, that would be nice, but in the meanwhile, the rest of their team is just fine. And
what in the world just happened?
Yeah, Yahoo.com has got Burst on top of Burst. He's going to pick up a quick kill, and Nuera is going to follow it up with one of his own. And with those two members, and he flashed forward onto United, dodging the Dark Binding, and he gets yet another 12-0-8. That's a 20 KDA.
The calling coming out.
And there's nowhere for him to go. A double kill picked up by Yahoo.com. A 21 KDA. They're not even looking for more turrets. The box is being dropped, and with a good 20 seconds, there's nothing to prevent this Nexus from going down. Cerritos High School are on the Nexus, ladies and gentlemen. A 2-0 victory for Cerritos High School over Mission San Jose.
And LeBlanc swagging it out at the end of the game. Yahoo.com 13-0-8 and dominating the game on LeBlanc. Good game to MSJ and Cerritos High School, but Cerritos High School taking home a well-deserved set.
Absolutely. Some fantastic play. Yahoo.com, a 21 KDA, 13-0-8. Really impressive stuff.
Actually, that's an infinite KDA because she never actually died. But we'll cap it off at 21. Just so we don't get too crazy here.
We don't destroy the universe with math.
We don't destroy the universe with our math.
But don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. This is the High School Star League's live finals. We're going to do a quick interview with our analysts to see what they think about this game before we jump into our next set of matches. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Slow release seems like your traveler is eager to move me. My reflection will slowly fade to another time until my head escapes. What are you waiting for? Just surrender here tonight. What are you Well, now, don't you tell me to smile. You stick around and make it what you want. But numbers beyond what you can dial. Maybe it's because I'm so versatile. Style, profile, I said, it always makes me back when I hear ooh child. From the hunter never add to the now. I run the marathon to the very last mile. Well, if you battle me, I will provide. People always say my style is wild. You've got call, you've got gal. Step to me, I'm a rap profile. If you wanna battle, don't aim tonight. Coming from your anus to check my style. Go ahead, put my rhymes I'll try. Cast you off into exile. Jazz and A-Wall, that's our team. Step inside the party, disrupt the whole scene. When it comes to beats, well, I'm a fiend. I like my sugar with coffee and cream. Well, I gotta keep it going full steam. Too sweet to be sour, too nice to be me. When on the tough guy style, I'm not too keen. Try to change the world, I'm a plotting scheme. Mario C likes to keep it clean. Wanna shine like Ace on theme. Fun rapping 'cause that's my dream. Hit more deep for sticking to me. Now when it comes to envy, all is green. Jealous of the rhyme and the rhyme routine. Another dimension, new galaxy. Intergalactic planetary. From the family tree, you old school hip hop. Kick off your shoes and relax your socks. The vibes are spread just like a box. 'Cause the music is loud like an electric shock. I am known to do the what? So known for the Flintstone flop. Jammy D getting biz on the crop. Beatsy boys known to let the beat drop. Now when I make graffiti, my name was Slop. If I rap, shoot my beats and stop. Step from the table when I start to chop. I'm Muller, my Jack DJ era. If you try to knock me, you'll get mocked. I'll stir fry you in my wok. You need to start shaking and your fingers pop like a pinch on the neck of Mr. Spock.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the High School Star League of Legends Season 1 Championship. We're here with the analyst, Bunny Free and Man Cloud. Welcome back, guys. So, final game coming against Cerritos High School, going 2-0 against Mission San Jose High School. You know, pretty solid game coming out from these guys here. Cerritos High School, possibly a little bit of a harder game this time. What do you guys think about that game, just in general?
That game was a bloodbath.
Yeah?
I don't think it was any closer.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Ubon kind of got out of control that game.
Yeah, definitely. Yahoo.com. Star player, really, as we always keep saying, of Cerritos High School. So we'll go ahead and get some replays up for you guys to just get some analysis over. So first one is going to be the team fight coming up for you guys.
Team fight or the first play?
Oh, no, the first blood. Excuse me, the first blood coming up for you guys. So, Bunny Free, go ahead and take this one.
Yeah, Mord burned Flash again here, so they instantly know that. And Lee started red, so he just flashes instantly on him. And Mord doesn't have Black Shield to stop the hook, so that was just an easy first blood for Lucian to get him rolling again.
Yeah, just obviously good first blood to start out the game for Cerritos High School. So, we'll see what the... let's go ahead and get the next replay over. It's going to be a team fight that happened in the bottom lane as well. So a lot of focus on the bottom lane, of course. So ManCloud, you go ahead and take this one when it comes up. And we'll see what happens. So Cerritos High School, obviously looking really strong. Do you think they have a really good chance of taking it into the championships? And oh, never mind.
It looks like right here there's a lot of people in the bot lane, and they're just pushing this up, possibly trying to set up a dive. But it looks like they just catch Ziggs over on the side. Shauna got a pretty decent ult there. It was one man, but he got the kill. And it looks like they're turning this back around. But LeBlanc's full HP coming in from their flank. Thanks for Nectar came in for a dive too, so.
Yeah, and this is just Cerritos High School really trying to dictate the play of this game.
He's just getting good cleanup here. Every kill LeBlanc gets here is just going to spell doom for them. Because they have like no real way of shutting her down.
Yeah. All right, well, that will conclude this session of the Analyst Test. Of course, this is going to be one more semifinal coming up, but before we go, I just want to point out Bunny Fufu doing good work on my fantasy team right here. In the midst of Millennium, Bunny Fufu is doing good work.
That's all we know.
Anyway, however, guys, that's going to be it for the Analyst Test. This time, we're also going to be throwing it over to our host before we leave. But before we leave, as well as go to our second best-of-3 semifinal, we want to give a few shout-outs to our sponsors, Twitch TV, the largest video game broadcasting and chat community, connecting gamers around the world by allowing them to broadcast, watch, and chat from anywhere in the world. Also, Newegg Incorporated, the leading online retailer for computer hardware and software, committed to becoming the most loved and trusted marketplace on the web. Also, the Grand Del Mar, which we're coming from live here, a beautiful 5-star luxury hotel in sunny San Diego, California. In addition, MSI, devoted to building high-performance products and dedicating countless hours and numerous resources to supporting the esports community. Also, Esports Arena for helping us with the production of this event. And last but not least, our other sponsors were helping prize this event, Jinx, Razer, Loot Crate, helping contribute to the prize pool. So, guys, we're going to be right back here. Going to be doing it over to an interview with Brittany Brown, as well as the player from Cerritos High School. Thanks, the analyst, for joining us tonight.
No problem.
And we'll be right back.